Welcome back to the show. Check out these headlines here. Do stablecoins, specifically Ripple stablecoin, equal the Manhattan Project? Oh my goodness. And how about a Ripple IPO? How does it happen in the current state of where we are today? We've got some thoughts for you. We're going to hear from Stuart Alderati, Brad Garlinghouse, and more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com. Right now, $2.46 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 0.3%. Right now, Bitcoin 64,200 plus, Ethereum 3,400 plus, Tether market cap 112.8 billion plus. I wonder what it'll be after MiCA regulations kick in and the EU doesn't allow you to use stablecoin Tether under the new MiCA regulations for stablecoins. Now, looking at USDC, it's 32.7 billion. Can't wait to see Ripple's real USD. XRP 48 cents. We're off by 0.4 on the 24-hour and up 1.4 on the 7-day. The range of price very quickly between 48 and 50 cents. Well, I wish I'd have caught that overnight. But you know what? It is 49 cents. 2 for a dollar gets me pretty wound up. I'm not going to lie to you. I may buy the rest of it today. I Trust Capital right here. Buy, sell crypto, gold, and silver IRAs. I'm not kidding you when I tell you this is the best IRA on the planet, bar none. It is. Tax advantages. Buy and sell crypto, gold, silver 24/7. Low cost, no monthly fees. It's all right here. Your back office. The only thing better than buying crypto is buying tax-free crypto. That's what you can do in here. No question about it. Let's take a look at this. Ripple moves out 250 million XRP as price falls below 50 cents. No one ever really knows what that's all about, but I want you to know that it happened. Just like I want you to know this. Tyler Winklevoss and his brother donated $1 million to Donald Trump. Look, I said I'm a one-issue voter. Donald said he's got cryptos back. He didn't have it first time around, but he realizes that he needs to have it this time around. Guess who I'm voting for? Yeah, one-issue voter. That's where I'm at. Tell me you're going to give me the things I need because this is my rule. It's not everybody's rule. I just want you to understand I'm not a political guy. I don't like politics. I don't like the right or left side. However, my simple rule is I get involved in politics when it comes in contact with my pursuits and endeavors in life. And here we are. And now I'm in. And once we get this cleared, I'm back out again. So anything we can do to make it happen. Right here is a video, and I'm not going to play it for you, but this is Consensus Laura Brookover as she reveals, she's the head of litigation, obviously, for Consensus, and she reveals the SEC dropped its Ethereum 2.0 investigation over the proof of stake. However, there are still 2 further investigations by the SEC remaining when it comes to MetaMask and swaps and staking. I say it right here. I've been saying this inside my DPMG private group for as long as the private group's been alive, for 2 years now. MetaMask and staking, you say, equals DeFi. This is what I've been saying to you. DeFi is the biggest threat to who? The banks, not to us. It's freedom for us, right? However, to the regulators, it is a target. So if you're going to dabble in DeFi, make sure that you understand the risk that you are currently taking. This is all I'm saying. I'm super positive on where DeFi is going to go and what it can do for all of us. And it's already begun to do that for some of us. Staking Songbird and Flare and other assets, right? We know that we got AMMs, right? Which is not technically staking, right? You're just delegating your assets into a liquidity pool. We can get into that in another thing. Now, inside the DPMG, I do have a step-by-step how to stake your XRP in an AMM pool. No question about it. You can join the DPMG and find great conversations, lessons, and courses Go to digperspectives.com, and click the link to join the DPMG. It is a fantastic group with fantastic people in it, and we're always talking about ways. Currently, right now, we've been pursuing a conversation over trust and protecting and maintaining our investment and wealth, which is a very serious conversation that we've been having for over a year. And we are learning so much about all of that information, and you can too if you join us. But I wanted to show this because DeFi is the next threat to banks. It is the biggest threat, in fact. So we want to pay very close attention to how this shakes out with this case, because I don't think it'll be the last one when it comes to staking and DeFi. That's why I'm showing it to you. But we also know that we're getting ready to see the approval of these ETFs, spot ETFs for Ethereum. And here is a list of the applicants' updated version of their S1 that has been filed. Bitwise, Fidelity, VanEck, Franklin, 21 Shares, Grayscale, BlackRock. So we're only days away from that. Now, understanding that we're days away, July 2nd, we should see the approval of these spot Ethereum ETFs. Then know that we're also, July 1st, the MiCA regulations for stablecoins kick in, pushing USD Tether and other stablecoins out of the fray. What will that do to Tether's market cap? I believe it is intentional that they begin to clip the wings by cutting out the largest economy's access to USD Tether. That's what we're witnessing with the EU starting July 1st. Ripple partner investor is saying Standard Chartered, the Ripple partner, is creating a Bitcoin and Ethereum trading desk in London. See where this is going? The legacy players are getting into the game. I've been saying this to remind people lately, take a snapshot of this space, because right now it's ours, but it really belongs to them. And this is a quick little glimpse into the way it's going to look, because all the legacy players are going to take a position like this, one way or another. And this market, not too long from now, when legislation comes through, it won't belong to us anymore. And we need to be very cognizant of that, because we're going to start to see big, massive changes and shifts in this market and on charts, because you can't predict what hasn't happened yet. And that massive institutional money is coming, but it hasn't happened yet. Now, yesterday, there was an unfavorable article by CoinDesk. Shame, shame, shame. And I put out that article and retweeted it and said, well, look at CoinDesk with the always unfavorable spin. This was in response to the article they put out about the Zakanoff case against Ripple in California. And they had painted an unfavorable spin to the title and the article, in fact, when in reality, it was actually a huge win for us. So I tagged Brad Garlinghouse. Well, it wasn't long after that, and I think some other people tagged all of this negative spin, and CoinDesk has pulled the article, it appears. Brad Garlinghouse comes in on Stuart Alderati's reply, CoinDesk. To be clear, California judge dismissed all allegations suggesting that Ripple, and here it is right here, he says, suggesting that Ripple violated federal securities law. The New York ruling that XRP is not a security stands undisturbed. One state law claim based on 2017 statement is going to trial. One state law claim, right? Based on a 2017 statement from Brad Garlinghouse, in fact, the plaintiff, who didn't buy directly from Ripple and can't say even if he heard the statement before he traded the asset XRP, allegedly lost a couple $100. We look forward to that cross-examination. There's no question about it. This was absolutely weaponizing government against Ripple, the company. I absolutely believe that. Brad Garlinghouse here says, in response to all of this, as many have noticed and some have already pointed out, there have been numerous misleading and some factually incorrect headlines describing the decision made by a California judge yesterday in class action lawsuit about XRP. I'm happy to see some correcting them. I would wish I could link them all here. To be absolutely clear, this is a big win. All class action claims in the suit were dismissed, and absolutely nothing in the decision negates or changes the fact that XRP is in and of itself not a security per the New York court decision. The California ruling dismissed all allegations that Ripple had somehow violated federal securities laws by selling XRP. As for the single state law claim that will now be scheduled for trial, the sole plaintiff didn't buy XRP directly from Ripple and can't say he even heard the statement before he traded and only owned a couple hundred XRP. This was a clear example of the trolls that unsuccessfully tried to take advantage of the U.S. legal system and distort statements to seek hundreds of millions in class action settlements. And lastly, regarding any misleading statements, I stand by what I said, and I'm looking forward to shedding light on that during the trial. Go Brad Garlinghouse, no question about it. Now let's go here. We always cover what Stewart had to say about it. Meta Lawman, hands down, puts it down here. Go Meta Lawman. The decision handed down yesterday in the Ripple class action is clear win for Ripple. The class action is dead. The only claim left is a single court under state law by one plaintiff, or a single count, excuse me. The damage recoverable on the claim, on that one claim, appear to be in the hundreds of dollars. I would expect the case to settle now that there is no financial incentive for the plaintiff to proceed to trial. How about that one? There was an inordinate number of misleading headlines about this decision floating around yesterday. I tell you, this is CoinDesk right here. You know, I'm starting to wonder, hey, Ripple, why are you going to Consensus, which you know is really owned and run by CoinDesk, and putting all that money into there? I tell you what, why don't we double down on XRP Las Vegas, where you'll have nothing but great press about you? We'll make sure we get the press there next year. And let's go ahead and bury these lying pieces of you-know-what. Let's go ahead and show CoinDesk how outdated they are and Consensus. Let's make XRP Las Vegas the next Consensus. Let's go ahead and be done with the nonsense, because we already know that we're doing things properly, and eventually once legislation comes out, we're going to be the place to be. There's no question about that. So why don't we go ahead and put that flag in the moon now and bury Consensus and cut off the liquidity to them so they can continue to lie to all of us. Doesn't make any sense to keep feeding that beast. Let's look at this. Linda Jones gives us the roadmap for Ripple's IPO. Here we go right here. I like the way this sounds.
Before some other companies do, such as Ripple. So I think the legislation has to come in that will make stablecoins real money. That will allow those companies to be registered and scrutinized, audited, et cetera. I mean, they already are at another level when they have their IPO. Then they become publicly traded. That's another level of regulation. And so we'll see the stable coins first. And then I think maybe next year might be the Ripple IPO after we have crypto legislation come into effect next year.
I like the way that sounds. I like the flow of that. Now let's take a listen to this guy, all in crypto here. First of all, let me give a shout out to this guy. This is Ray Fuentes right here, who's got a channel he just recently started. Now, if you haven't given him a follow on X, please do that. But make sure you absolutely give him a subscribe and like on his YouTube channel. Ray is an up-and-comer. I love Ray's energy. He's a great guy. I think he's going to do great things in this space, no doubt about it. Now let's listen to All In Crypto here. Ripple XRP, this is unbelievable. Now this guy goes well out of his way to tell everybody he doesn't cover XRP all the time. So he's not full of nonsense like somebody like myself or others here. Oh, brother. When are these people going to learn? Just deliver the damn content and show people your analysis. And if they like you, they'll just follow you for who you are. Don't be so emasculated or insecure about other people that you got to just start taking shots at other YouTubers and influencers. Just do the damn thing the way you do it. Can you just do that part? Listen to this.
The writing is on the walls, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Ripple and XRP. And we are one of the only channels out there to highlight the significance of Ripple announcing a stablecoin project.
No, you're not.
Ultimately, it's my belief that the US is going to adopt the company Ripple as a unicorn company, just like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft, some of the companies that already make the US the powerhouse that it is. Ripple is on a similar trajectory, and XRP is going to be a vital part of that master plan.
Well, I definitely agree with him on that. Now let's go here. Now he covers the article that we covered days ago here with Paul Ryan talking about crypto could stave off U.S. debt crisis. Absolutely. There's no question. We covered that too. It's a great article. Look, the guy does a great job with this stuff. I just don't know why people have to always take some passive shot towards other channels. Just do you. Just do you. You know what I mean? Damn. Just do you, bro. You got 83,000 subscribers and 12 million views. Now, which number's actually real? That's another matter.
Segue into a recent bill that's been passed through the House, and that is the House passes CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. And it says the bill is straightforward. It halts unelected bureaucrats from issuing a central bank digital currency or CBDCs that would be detrimental to Americans' rights to financial privacy. So the question is, well, if not the Fed, if not the government, who's going to be issuing this stablecoin? And it is going to be, in my opinion, Ripple, a company that has fought very hard to be within the United States, that will go public eventually. They will ICO, they've already hinted on that, and that will ultimately become a unicorn stock of tomorrow, like Amazon, like Facebook, like these other ones that the US sort of has under its jurisdiction that it can essentially manipulate the world through. You're seeing where we're going with this. And now we have the likes of the Wall Street Journal, the Treasury, and others backing up our train of thought on all.
Wait till this guy figures out who is actually on the board of Ripple. He doesn't even know. Because if he did, he would have said so in that sentence. God bless him. You know, look, I appreciate the guy finding it and getting it. You know, look, this tickles me a little bit. I'm happy this guy's found it. You know, but wait until he figures out that Craig Phillips was from the Treasury and he went to Ripple. Wait till he figures out Susan Friedman was at the Treasury and is still at Ripple and head of policy and working with the Digital Pound Foundation. Wait till this guy finds out Michael S. Barr was a Ripple advisor and wrote the Dodd-Frank Act, which birthed Financial Stability Oversight Council, which gives the U.S. Treasury to do the things that he's even mentioning here. Wait till he finds out that Rosie Rios, the 43rd Treasurer of the United States Treasury, is a board member of Ripple. Yeah, you think this guy's excited now? He's really going to get excited. Oh, goodness gracious. But you know what? Shout out to this guy anyway. This is the deal. Vance Spencer, who also shared this article when it actually came out, back when we did, but he said something very interesting here. If the government allows it, U.S. private industry will dollarize every country on the planet via stablecoins, and domestic stablecoin companies can buy all the debt we need to issue. This is the plan. This is exactly what I talked to Christian Carlo on stage about at XRP Las Vegas 24, and he said yes. And I said, or how about we even underpin the US dollar in the monetary system with something like the XRP ledger and replace the petrodollar agreement? And he said yes. Go watch the damn video. If you had a Manhattan Project, which is what the Manhattan Project was, what they designed and created the atom bomb underneath that project. He says, if you had a Manhattan Project for US dollar hegemony to maintain, this would be number one starting idea. Well, it is the starting idea. Vance has got it right here. It's exactly what's happening. Stablecoins will act as a bulkhead and a sponge to soak up hyperinflated dollars. And as that gets adjusted to, then you can talk about where to go next, like developing and pushing the liquidity into a global stablecoin like XRP. Yeah, I think that's the deal. And then that could be a wholesale back-end CBDC that you could peg to any denomination of money so it could be accepted and very, very stable while keeping and remaining an open market on top of the asset. Not financial advice to me or anyone else. This is getting really fun. I got to be honest. You can follow us at digperspectives.com and click the Freedom Zone and come on in. Listen, if you're interested in trust, how to protect, maintain your wealth, if you're interested in things like understanding how to use and learn how to use an automated market maker, That's the stuff that's going on right now inside of DPMG and more. And not to mention, you're going to have access to all of the people and resources inside of that group. And there are many. There's no question about it. So join us for that. And if you join the DPMG for that, you will get the Freedom Zone for free. So there you have that as well. We'll see all of you inside. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.